world-class musicians for the invitation as we continue Umthandazo. Without any further ado, as we have been revived or in the process of being revived, looking forward to the second set of these magicians, these medicine people, I would like to invite activist organizers, Funzani Tembu to join me, as well as Utadinga.
The first thing I just want to say is that to have 212 people killed in 8 days opens gaping wounds in this country. And I think that what has happened where we see this on TV has also a very desensitizing effect, because we then at 4 o'clock there's a briefing and numbers are added. These are family members. These are mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters. If this country was horrified by the recent killing of people in Marikana, if you take the numbers that have been killed in the last 8 days, or people who have died in the last 8 days, it says something important. Thinking about this afternoon, I was reminded of Ray Phiri and Nana Coyote's popular song in 1986. And that song had lyrics which, when the song came out, we were in the groove and in the middle of an uprising in 1986. And it's the chorus that we understood, which was Kaupinde Mzala, and that we stuck to that. I do want to thank again the organizers of this. I also want to thank the people who are gathered here, because we are longing for fellowship. We are longing to be with people who we share common interests. What the pandemic has done is that it has dismembered connectedness in society. It is butchering relationship between people.
And my background briefly is in economics, and obviously I've been looking at economic justice pretty much all my career life, I'd say, or my part activist in career life. I've been looking at economic justice and looking at everything through those lenses. But I think I wanted to challenge myself in this moment and just interrogate what is happening and what everything that is going on actually means, right? At least for me personally, and what I've observed that has been going on. And I really wanted to go over and beyond what has been said in the news and in the commentaries about economics and how the economy is not going to be affected or going to be affected or whatnot, because I do think that that conversation has been had so many times that it's kind of like a little bit stale for me at this moment. But I really wanted to interrogate Black rage and just the manipulation of Black rage, and how both the political and the economic function of the society at this moment, right, uses Black rage when it's convenient for them, right? And I would make an example by saying that, for instance, what we know, right, how the whole destruction actually started is through, obviously, the so-called Zuma going to jail and whatnot. It was convenient in that moment for Zuma to say Black people are hungry and angry, and therefore, absolutely,
Hi, my name is Luntu Masiza, and I had the honor of being invited to eDikeni for the Umthandazo Jazz. It's a real honor and a pleasure to be here today. I performed 2 monologues. I performed a monologue from The Island, written by Winston Stage, Arthur Fugard, and John Kanye. This was a really special moment for me to be able to perform that piece here, just because it so resonated, and it's so close, the relationship it has with the eDikeni. I met Larry and he told me that the stage was dedicated to his uncle who passed away, Utata Winston Stage. And for me to be able to come here and tell that story and perform it, it really moved me and it really touched me, because I never had the chance to actually meet Tata Winston. But just being part of this event and being able to perform at this stage really brought a strong connection, and it was a real honor and pleasure. The other piece I performed was Ruined from Ruined, and it was written by Lynn Nottage, an American playwright, and it was based in the DRC, and basically of what was happening in the DRC at the time, with people not having freedom of expression, with the war which was also taking place, and also with women being taken away, and what does that mean in terms of tackling domestic violence and abuse in women, and finding them a voice and giving them dignity. So it was a real honor to be able to also tell that story. And these are all stories that are relevant in our society and what's happening in society. And I think as an artist, it is my duty to tell stories that reflect our societies in order to start conversation. And today we're giving that platform to perform and start conversation. How do we move forward as a nation? How do we find solutions? And that's what, as an artist, I'm here for. Thank you so much for the invite.